Hey, Brittany Roberts here to chat with you a little bit about audio perceptions. Audio perceptions have a bunch of different sectors, but we're going to talk about functional speech sound disorders. Those include things such as articulation, which is a focus on errors, distortions, and substitutions of how words are said. And it's mostly, when we're talking about articulation, it's mostly the motor aspect of that. So the way that it sounds, the way that it comes out. For example, I'll use this example throughout the video, but my daughter, Rory, has a hard name to say for a lot of people, even without speech disorders or articulation problems. So Rory is 4.5 years old. She has a little friend named Isabel, and Isabel does have some speech delays going on at 4.5. Right now, her friends don't make fun of her. It's not a big deal, but Rory has started to ask questions like, why does she say my name funny? And Isabel will say, instead of Rory, she'll say Rory. And she has a Hispanic mother at home. And so her articulation is a little different than her peers in the way that everyone else says it, but everyone sort of says Rory differently. It's a difficult name for some people. So there's not a stark enough difference for her to really have many implications at this point in life, but eventually her articulation of words may affect her when kids start to notice and potentially even make fun of her. So it's something that a speech therapist, I think, could help her with in the long term, but for right now, the implications are minor, and she's not really affected by that articulation issue. Another sector of functional speech sound disorders is phonological disorders. That can include rule-based errors, such as dropping a letter at the end of the word or not fully pronouncing all the letters within the word. Some examples of that could be saying we have donuts. She'll say we have donut. And so she just drops the S on the end of that donut, and instead of it being plural like it should be, it'll just be a singular word. So that's something a speech therapist could also help her with. But the implications right now at 4.5 and in preschool are just not that great. Her mom, of course, and I even think it's cute. There's no major concern at this point, but later in life, both of those issues with articulation and phonological disorders could have present some issues for her later down the road, especially when her peers start to notice, her teachers start to notice. She'll potentially be put in speech therapy and hopefully not get made fun of, because kids can be mean. So hopefully that won't happen for her.